bench. You can put it on the board. Yes!
Hello to the world. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great, exciting Sports Circus. We have a great show today. Oh man, I got so much information. Tons and tons of information. I got stuff today that I'm going to cover that you guys probably didn't think about. But guess what? That's why you came to the circus. That's why you tuned in, because at the circus, we're going to make sure you get everything that you are supposed to get. We want to welcome everybody who's watching us in Hawaii, California, all those in Las Vegas, Magic 97.9, Corpus Christi, all the way down to Atlanta, GA. We also want to thank those who are watching us on thesportcircus.com, AAMP.TV, Hotel TV, all 650,000 of you streaming and watching us on Facebook. Man, you know what? YouTube, can't forget YouTube. Those watching us at AAMP.TV, that's AAMP.TV. Also want to thank Legal Shield. Thank you, Legal Shield, because this segment is brought to you by Legal Shield, providing legal protection and a peace of mind. Legal Shield can help with traffic tickets, texting, driving, DUI, court appearances, estate planning, even contracts that, I don't know what this means. You don't understand, plus a whole lot more. For more information, contact Legal Shield at 213-245-1305. That's 213-245-1305. Or you can just visit them online for more information at nocourt.us. Again, that's nocourt.us. Oh, man. You know what? Like I said, I got so much information today. I'm going to start this thing off, people. I'm going to start it off with professional football teams. And you know what's coming up in November? Voting. We're voting for presidency. We're voting for all these elections. But guess what some of these sports teams are doing? Because of the pandemic, it's going to be a big problem with voting, right? Oh, no, it's not, because these sports teams are teaming up to use their empty arenas for voting in the fall. How about that? All right, yes. 8 major pro sports teams have signed on to a plan to make their home venues available for voting. Guess what they're going to call them? Super Centers. That's right, super centers. So in this fall, as elections authorities look for large spaces to use for safety, and also you can get in-person voting, because that's the big thing. With this pandemic, everybody's trying to do social distancing with the coronavirus, and everybody trying to stay safe. So that's why these sports arenas are going to be very, very huge in this election. Election super centers. This is what they're trying to do, people. These are the teams, professional teams, that are trying to get involved right now. The NBA teams participating so far are the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers up in Indianapolis. You got the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers, they're actually in the playoffs. Milwaukee Bucks, they're in the playoff. The Washington Wizards, as well as NFL teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Baseball, the Boston Red Sox. NHL, the New Jersey Devils. The Washington Capitals. All these teams, including the Golden State Warriors, are going to lend to the people, to us, the ability to make sure we cast our votes. That is very huge, people. That is very huge. So that way you can get out and cast your vote, because your vote is very important, very important. Now, this project is a joint effort. Now, it's a joint effort for the voting right groups, the National Vote at Home Institute, and Silver Lining Group. It's designed to help supplement the regular voting and registration sites for the November elections. Many of the arenas are usually hosting concerts around this time. Okay, they're usually doing some type of mass event in the fall. But with the mass gatherings on hold because of this pandemic, they are available to ease the burden of polling precincts. Because we all know sometimes when we go to vote, what's the worst thing that happens? You got those long lines, and then sometimes you get there and you get off work, the polling precinct has closed on you. So this would give voters a better chance of avoiding the long lines. And check this out again. This is what it's really all about. Maintaining social distancing protocols. Oh man, I love it. I love it. This is great information. Great information, everybody. This effort already has a footprint in the most important swing states of Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. Because those are very important states for voting. So guess what? You guys are really not going to have that problem. The mail-in voting, I know that's what everybody's talking about, the mail-in voting. Again, I'm just so happy, so elated that these owners are allowing their arenas, their stadiums to be utilized for voting. And again, the swing states in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, and the group hopes to expand to another 25 teams. Everybody, I believe everybody's going to jump on board wherever you are, whether it's a college. And I got to say this too, college. They are also trying to get the colleges to come on board too, because a lot of these colleges have big arenas as well. Oh man, it's just a beautiful, beautiful information today to lead this sports circus off with. Now, this project also is working with, again, like I said, dozens of college athletic programs and conferences to bring the college venue into the fold, like I said, and organizers are beginning to walk and talk to venues outside of the sports world. So anybody that maybe it's a convention center, any place where it could be used to allow people to come in. And again, with these arenas, people, these stadiums, they can put tons and tons of voting booths in those arenas, and you'll go in and you'll come out. And this is exactly the kind of, I believe, this is just me talking now, I believe this is exactly the kind of public-private type partnership that all the voters have always been wanting. It's time for us to come together, and I think this pandemic is actually doing that for us. We understand that some people have to lose lives for others to gain lives. But at the end of the day, we are Americans, people, and we come together when the tough comes. As the old saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And we are America, people, and we come together. We find a solution to our problems. And I'm just so glad that this project is connecting individuals with arenas and teams so that local officials can develop a plan, an effective plan, to make sure that every vote counts in November. Now, they are going to do, and they will be open for September, which I believe some of the early voting may happen, but definitely in November, when it's going to count and they tally up those votes, everybody will have an opportunity. So everybody, you need to stay tuned with this information and make sure you do everything to watch the news, look at the internet, whatever you got to do, stay tuned, watch the sports circus, because we always going to give you news. We're going to give you stuff that the other networks are not talking about. I don't think nobody else is talking about this. Nobody else is talking about sports arenas and owners utilizing and lending to the public their arenas so that we can vote. If they did, they only spoke of it briefly. But you know what? Here at the Sports Circus, we're going to keep this information coming. We're going to speak about it every day, every week, as much as we can, to give you guys an opportunity to know what's going on in your neighborhood. Now, these sports arenas, I believe are ideal for elections. They're ideal for elections. And I'm gonna give you a reason why, because I know some of you out there, you're probably saying, you know what, Tyrone, how is this going to work? I'm going to explain it to you. Now, these arenas have tons and tons of space to allow polling booths while maintaining social distances, like I said. Second thing, election observers, those who are watching to make sure you don't do anything illegal, they can watch from the stands, people. They can get the binoculars out. and they can watch up close to make sure nobody's doing nothing illegal. These venues have big parking structures, so you don't have to worry about parking. Now, you may have to park a little bit farther away from the arena, but you don't have to worry about sitting in hours and hours of parking. But again, in addition, many arenas are already in compliance with the American Disability Act. Okay, so all those who may have some type of disabilities, these arenas are already set up so that you have accessibilities. Oh, people, this is great. It's wonderful, wonderful information. And the last thing is also important for an emergency plan. So again, if you are not able to vote in your particular area, these super centers, they can be used so it doesn't matter what county you're in, you can still vote. You may have to drive a little distance, but you will be able to vote, people. So I am so excited to bring this news to you guys, to start the sports circus off with this. Hats off to these owners. Hats off to the people. Hats off to America. Hats off to the sports circus. Stay tuned because we got more great information and another segment coming up on the sports circus. Stay tuned.
Do you have any questions about legal issues? Have you ever been stopped by a police officer and issued a ticket that you're scared to deal with? Have you ever been in trouble with the law and don't know what to do? Do you have a will or power of attorney question? Is your home being foreclosed upon and you don't know where to turn? Maybe you were given a contract that you don't understand. For freedom and a worry-free solution, call for Legal Shield today at 213-245-1305. It's that simple. You will have access to high-quality law firms that will fight for you for less than $1 a day. Peace of mind is just a call away. That's for Legal Shield. Call 213-245-1305 or visit us at nocourt.us. It's justice for all and not justice for some. Are you a small business owner or pursuing the dream of starting your own company? Do you know where to start or how to grow that existing business? The American Business Trust Company has the answers you need. The American Business Trust Company can help you with startup capital, business strategy, sales and marketing, and establishing your company with a physical location or on the internet. You decide. You bring the idea, the American Business Trust Company can help with the rest. For a free evaluation, you may visit them online at abtrustco.com. That's ABTRUSTCO.com or call them at 657-600-1876. That's the American Business Trust Company, 657-600-1876. Call them today. They can help your business right away. This is Sal Tozolino, host and ringmaster of the Sports Circus. Why listen to the same old dog and pony show that you've heard all day long? The Sports Circus covers everything that other shows don't or are too scared to cover. There's no primetime show like it out here that'll punch you in the mouth and you'll beg for more. You can call in and participate with our chaos if you dare. Join me and celebrity guests for Havoc and Mayhem weekdays at 5 p.m. Pacific here on AAMP.TV or stream the show live at thesportcircus.com. Remember, folks, it's a circus, so we prove it every day.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. And the money you do have in the stock market will go down and down. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Gold and silver have never been worth zero, and typically gold holds its value during economic turmoil. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. And learn how to set up a new IRA or roll over your current one into a gold-backed IRA. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
800-755-4281. 800-755-4281. 800-755-4281. That's 800-755-4281.
Hello and welcome back to the Sports Circus. I am Tyrone Poole. I am live from Atlanta. Got the HBCU representing the historical Black colleges and universities. This segment is brought to you in part by Cali Vegas, helping people create and host their very own TV multimedia talk show. Cali Vegas can help with everything you need and also getting out of sitting in hours and hours and hours of traffic. Come on, people. Who wants to sit in hours and hours of traffic? Well, you know what? At Cali Vegas, they will help you host your very own talk show in your very own studio. So for more information, call Cali Vegas at 949-445-1119 or visit them at calivegas.com. We also want to say what's up to the people in Boston, the greater area of Boston, Titletown, I call it, WBNW. Also want to say what's up to NBC News Radio, Westwood One, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and many, many more cities that are affiliated with our Fox, CBS, and NBC Sports. Okay, people, man, going back into, I'm just still hyped off of that first opening. These arenas, again, man, these owners are really showing love. Baseball, basketball, football, man, it's going to be a great November. So you guys make sure you get out there and you vote, okay? Because your vote is very important. Now, I want to move on. I want to talk a little bit more about, since I got the HBC up behind me, let's talk a little bit about the SWAC. The SWAC, okay, that's the Southwestern Athletic Conference. They have just announced their football schedule for the spring of 2021. Everybody, either you're going to play fall or they're going to play spring. Now, most HBCUs, they are leaning and they are doing the spring football. So the SWAC, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, announced their 10-school upcoming 2021 football schedule. Now, the schedule includes one non-conference open date for each team. And the conference contest schedule each week begins in week 1. All right, did you guys get that? Did you get that? Okay, so the league has designated a bye week for each team during the week of March 13th to ensure that the fans, so see how the SWAC, see how these owners are looking out for the people, looking out for the fans. So the SWAC, they're looking out for the fans, looking out for their fans. So to ensure that the fans and supporters have an opportunity to attend the Cricket Wireless men and women basketball tournament, which is going to be held March 9th through the 13th. Again, that's why they're having that bye week. Each team has a bye week March 13th. So the fans, so you get a little bit of football and then you transition over to basketball, the tournament, Cricket Wireless men and women basketball tournament, March 9th through the 13th. Now, each SWAC team will play 6 conference games, 2 include 4 against division opponents and 2 against non-division opponents. Each member institution will also have the option. They will have the option to play 1 non-conference game this season, okay? The season will officially kick off the weekend of February 27th with 5 league games to be played, all right? Now, the football season will climax with the Cricket Wireless. Man, Cricket Wireless is just all in the SWAC, The Cricket Wireless championship game. All right. The game is scheduled to be played Saturday, May 1st. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of week 1. Week 1 matchups for the SWAC. HBCU, representing HBCU. Okay, February 27th. We got Alcorn State Braves at Alabama A&M Bulldogs. Okay, so all of the alumni for Alabama A&M, all of the alumni for Alcorn, you guys get to party hardy because football is going to be back in Alabama. Moving on, Southern Jaguars. Oh, man, Southern, great history, great tradition. Aeneas Williams comes from Southern. Man, another great talented athlete in football. So many great athletes come from HBCUs. Southern Jaguars, they're going to be at Alabama State Hornets. Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils, that's where the great Jerry Rice came from, will be playing Jackson State Tigers. Texas Southern Tigers, they're going to be at Arkansas Pine Bluff, the Golden Lions. Perry View A&M Panthers are going up against the great late Eddie Robinson. Everybody know Eddie Robinson, the great coach at Grambling. Grambling State Tigers, and they're going to be playing in the State Fair Classic. Now, that's great news for the SWAC, for HBCU, but people, I still have a little bit of problem with this spring football thing. I really do. I really have a problem with it.
What?
Yes, that's right. I do have a problem with it. What? That's right. I have a problem. Spring football, yes, is ideal for certain benefits. And one particular benefit is it buys time for researchers to have more of an opportunity to develop a vaccine for the public, the officials, the athletes, more time to contain the pandemic. And also, I will say this, playing spring football, it does have a few advantages. Like I said, it gives researchers an opportunity to find a vaccine. Also, this is a if. Let me say this. Let me put that if. IF, capital I, capital F. If this is a one-time event, meaning this is the only time they will ever do spring football. There will be no more spring football after 2021. Then I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. Okay. But you know how we are as human beings, man. If something makes money, we're going to keep eating that honey. If it makes money, we're going to keep eating that honey. We're greedy. So I just think that there are too many cons if this continues to develop into a spring football league. Okay, here's what I'm talking about, people. Yet, a spring football season would be beneficial right now, but I do believe it comes with some unique problems. And here's one of my problems with spring football. Long-term injury risk to the players. I know you guys out there probably said, Tyrone, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say injuries. Because a lot of you probably never played the game. You love the game, but you probably never played the game. And if you did suit up, you probably didn't touch the field. So again, I understand why a lot of people would say that this spring football league is good, because maybe you're looking at it from a different perspective. Maybe you want that money, honey. But I'm looking at it from a guy who played college football, who played in the pros. And if you add up all my years, even going back to high school, 4 years of high school, 4 years of college, and we're talking about 13 years of National Football League, the NFL, I think I got pretty much the right to speak and say what I feel, because I think my body has gone through a lot of areas of pain and pleasure that most of you probably haven't. So long-term injury risk to the players, because you're not giving the players an opportunity to rest. And recovery, people, is the most important part of any type of success. It is. Now just think about yourself. Think about corporate America. Let's just remove sports for a moment. Could you perform at your job, corporate America, wherever you work? Would you be able to perform effectively if your body's tired? Think about it. Would you? Would you? Think about it. I don't think so. So again, I think the injury is a factor. The time that is lost by players, my second one, the time that is lost by the players who suffer major injuries, because you're not going to give them time to recover. Again, I'm talking about the reasons why I am against spring football. Because if you're going to start back up in the fall of 2021, you're not giving these kids an opportunity to recover from their injuries. And also, what would the NFL draft eligibility stars even play? Would they play? What would they even do? So that's my third one. It's going to affect the seniors, those who fan favorites, who whatever school you at, whether you're at Alabama State or you're at the University of Alabama, wherever, if that star player is not playing, would you come to the games? But again, this star player is going to make decisions based off of what his draft eligibility status is. So again, I don't think this is a very good decision, but of course, we all got to do what's best for what we got to do. And for right now, I can't do nothing about it, but talk to you guys on the Sports Circus about it. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Now, I'm for football. I am for it. I am for football, but I just want to make sure that the players are looked after. They're looked after. That's all I want. I just want them to be put in the best setting possible. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back with some more information. We'll finish up on this, why I do not like spring football. Stay tuned for more Sports Circus.
Do you have any questions about legal issues? Have you ever been stopped by a police officer and issued a ticket that you're scared to deal with? Have you ever been in trouble with the law and don't know what to do? Do you have a will or power of attorney question? Is your home being foreclosed upon and you don't know where to turn? Maybe you were given a contract that you don't understand. For freedom and a worry-free solution, call for Legal Shield today at 213-245-1305. It's that simple. You will have access to high-quality law firms that will fight for you for less than $1 a day. Peace of mind is just a call away. That's for Legal Shield. Call 213-245-1305 or visit us at nocourt.us. It's justice for all and not justice for some. Are you a small business owner or pursuing the dream of starting your own company? Do you know where to start or how to grow that existing business? The American Business Trust Company has the answers you need. The American Business Trust Company can help you with startup capital, business strategy, sales and marketing, and establishing your company with a physical location or on the internet. You decide. You bring the idea, the American Business Trust Company can help with the rest. For a free evaluation, you may visit them online at abtrustco.com. That's abtrustco.com, or call them at 657-600-1876. That's the American Business Trust Company, 657-600-1876. Call them today. They can help your business right away. This is Sal Tozolino, host and remaster of the Sports Circus. Why listen to the same old dog and pony show that you've heard all day long? The Sports Circus covers everything that other shows don't or are too scared to cover. There's no primetime show like it out here that'll punch you in the mouth and you'll beg for more. You can call in and participate with our chaos if you dare. Join me and celebrity guests for Havoc and Mayhem weekdays at 5 p.m. Pacific here on AAMP.TV or stream the show live at thesportcircus.com. Remember, folks, it's a circus, so we prove it every day.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. And the money you do have in the stock market will go down and down. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Gold and silver have never been worth zero, and typically gold holds its value during economic turmoil. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. And learn how to set up a new IRA or roll over your current one into a gold-backed IRA. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
800-755-4281. 800-755-4281. 800-755-4281. That's 800-755-4281.
Hello and welcome back to the Sports Circus. This segment is brought to you in part by the American Business Trust Company, helping companies with business strategy, sales, marketing, capital resources, and establishing companies with a physical location or on the internet. Visit them online at apptrustco.com or call 657-600-1876 to learn more. That's American Business Trust Company, 657-600-1876. Now, also, we want to say what's up to everybody who's watching us at Magic 97.9 in Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps. Also, welcoming those who are listening in on NBC, Fox, and CBS Sports affiliates, and everybody watching, listening around this world and in this great country of the United States. Now, I was talking about, before we went to break, I was talking about the pros and cons of why I, as a con, don't like spring football. And this is only a con. I dislike it only if this turns out to be a repeated situation, because they see money. They see money, honey, and they want to continue to have this turn into an annual spring type of deal. This is where I'm coming from, people. So again, I'm going to back up a little bit even farther beyond college. Okay, I'm going to dive into the high school, because it's like a domino. It's like a domino effect. It starts at the top. Once you get that first domino to go and bend backward and hit that second domino, the second domino hit the third domino. That's what they call that domino effect. So I think spring football would affect high school. Now, I think it's going to affect high school in the same way it would affect those college athletes. So you got college athletes who are going to be debating whether or not they want to finish their senior year, because they are draft eligible and maybe they got a high draft grade. So if I'm a senior, I don't care what school I'm playing at, whether I'm playing at a HBCU, I'm playing at Fort Valley State, or I'm playing wherever. If I have an opportunity to go into the NFL, I got to prepare for the draft. I got to work out. I got to get my speed right. I got to get my strength right. So I won't be able to do that playing spring football. So what do you mean, Tyrone, about high school football? I'm glad you guys are thinking about that. This is what I mean. Take the same scenario. You got a senior. You got a senior who signed. He has signed to go to a major university or go to a HBCU. I've already got the scholarship. Why should I play my senior year? Why should I play my senior year? Why should I get injured? I need to just sit back, prepare myself for college. But again, what about the fans? What about the high school fans who grew up with this young stud who's now has a full scholarship, who has watched this stud from 9th grade, 10th, 11th, and now he decides not to play? He's making a business decision. So you see how that domino effect with the spring football? Again, if they're looking for money, honey, if it turns into that right there, we're going to have problems, people. And now you got this high school kid who, if he plays his senior year and goes to college, he won't have time to recover, because check this out. That's why these high school kids would enroll early at the colleges. Have you guys ever heard about that? Early enrollment? This early enrollment would allow the high school athlete to acclimate himself or herself to the college environment. But if spring football is brought in, there's really no early enrollment. Or will there be restrictions, rule changes? So you see, people, where I'm coming from, this is going to be a major, major, major issue. Now, I want to say, I kind of thought about this. I said, put myself in this situation. What if, when I was coming out of Fort Valley, that this happened? They had spring football, because a lot of HBCUs are having spring football. Now, I was a two-sport athlete, so not only was spring football impact the athletes, but it will impact other sports, because sometimes other sports will utilize players from the football team to fill out their team roster. Because unlike football, a lot of these other sports don't have the money to give out scholarships. So they are dependent on some other sports helping fulfill their roster. And football is one of those sports. Since it's a fall sport, take track and field. I ran track at Fort Valley State. So this is where I'm saying I'm going to put myself in this situation and let you see how this spring football would have affected my chances of getting drafted, because it was track and field and football that gave me the exposure that the NFL saw how fast I was, because I was able to run track, and they saw that I could play football during the fall. But if spring football was happening back in 1995, wow, 1995, whoo, wow, 1995. But anyways, deja vu moment there. That's a long time, people. 1995. But stick with me. In 1995, if this pandemic was happening, I would not be able to run track. Now, some of my exposure would have been dismissed. Would I have had the opportunity to be a first-round draft pick? Or would I have fallen back late in the draft, or maybe not even drafted at all? So again, people, you see, there are a lot of problems that can and could come up if this becomes a money honey type of spring football situation in college. So again, I just don't like it. But moving on, I'm going to move on. So my next thing I want to talk about the loss of exposure. And again, for all those who are tuning in, I'm Tyrone Poole. Welcome to the Sports Circus. And we want to thank you for tuning in. And those that are watching, man, it's nothing like watching the Sports Circus in person. And I'm representing today with the HBCU banner, showing love, because you know what? We have some HBCU, I call them P4s. P4s. You got the P5s in the major universities, the P4 conferences in the HBCU. Tyrone, what are you talking about? What are the P4s in HBCU, historical black colleges and universities? Well, you got the SIAC, that's a conference. You got the CIAA, that's a conference. You got the MEAC, that's a conference. And we talked about the SWAC. They just came out with their spring football schedule. So those are, should I say, the P4 Power 4 conferences in HBCU football. Of course, we got the P5s in the PWIs. So we know they are the Big 10, the Pac-12, the ACC, the Big 12, and the SIAC. So what I mean by loss of exposure. Now, we all know that these colleges and universities are going to lose some exposure. They're going to lose some capital. They're going to lose what I call ching ching this fall. But did anybody ever think about the other Power 3? I want you to think about that. Power 3. What do I mean, Power 3? Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. These are the Power 3s that I call them. Okay. What do I mean? What am I talking about? The Power 3s like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. Nobody's talking about them because all eyes are on the players, the coaches, and the universities. But behind closed doors, people, behind closed doors, Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, I believe, are secretly pulling strings to get football played in the fall and the spring. Oh man, this is conspiracy theory here by Tyrone Poole. Adidas, Nike, and Under Armour, they stand to lose a lot of money if college football is not played or if it's postponed. Now, hear me, people, when I say this. As a brand, each brand, Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, each brand has millions and millions and millions of dollars. Oh man, cha-ching. Woo, millions of dollars tied up in these schools' contracts. The Power 5 conferences, for example, provide an average of $4.74 million in marketing value. What? Yes, with a conference championship game providing more than $2 million. So without a season, the brands stand to lose millions of eyeballs that would basically not see their logos associated with these college football programs on TV or live on the field. Even if teams still set to play, these teams, some of the teams that are still set to play in the fall, still it won't be enough value of exposure because the stadiums are going to be empty. So again, it's going to be tough. And before, I got to say this, before I close out and go to a commercial, a break, should I say, because, man, I got to catch my breath on this one here. Before the Pac-12 actually decided to shelve or put their fall season away, Under Armour, check this out, Under Armour was trying to get out of a deal with UCLA and Cal. What? You know what? Wait till I come back. You're going to love this one. See you when I come back with more Sports Circus.
Do you have any questions about legal issues? Have you ever been stopped by a police officer and issued a ticket that you're scared to deal with? Have you ever been in trouble with the law and don't know what to do? Do you have a will or power of attorney question? Is your home being foreclosed upon and you don't know where to turn? Maybe you were given a contract that you don't understand. For freedom and a worry-free solution, call for Legal Shield today at 213-245-1305. It's that simple. You will have access to high-quality law firms that will fight for you for less than $1 a day. Peace of mind is just a call away. That's for Legal Shield. Call 213-245-1305 or visit us at nocourt.us. It's justice for all and not justice for some. Are you a small business owner or pursuing the dream of starting your own company? Do you know where to start or how to grow that existing business? The American Business Trust Company has the answers you need. The American Business Trust Company can help you with startup capital, business strategy, sales and marketing, and establishing your company with a physical location or on the internet. You decide. You bring the idea, the American Business Trust Company can help with the rest. For a free evaluation, you may visit them online at abtrustco.com. That's ABTRUSTCO.com or call them at 657-600-1876. That's the American Business Trust Company, 657-600-1876. Call them today. They can help your business right away. This is Sal Tozolino, host and remaster of the Sports Circus. Why listen to the same old dog and pony show that you've heard all day long? The Sports Circus covers everything that other shows don't or are too scared to cover. There's no primetime show like it out here that'll punch you in the mouth and you'll beg for more. You can call in and participate with our chaos if you dare. Join me and celebrity guests for Havoc and Mayhem weekdays at 5 p.m. Pacific here on AAMP.TV or stream the show live at thesportscircus.com. Remember, folks, it's a circus and we prove it every day. So, you want to be in show business. Do people tell you that you're really funny, you have a great personality, and you should have your own talk show? Many of us have been told that, but we don't know how to get started. It's easier than you think. Let the pros at Cali Vegas give you a free talent evaluation. Call 949-445-1119 and learn how quickly you can create, produce, and host your very own talk show. Imagine not having to sit in traffic every day, commuting back and forth to the same old boring job. Get started in television or radio today with your free talent evaluation from Cali Vegas. Call 949-445-1119 or visit them online at calivegas.com. Make your dream come true today and create your new career and learn how to become a television or radio star with the help of Cali Vegas. 949-445-1119. Call now.
Hello and welcome back to the Sports Circus. This segment is brought to you by the Tyrone Poole 38 Foundation. The Tyrone Poole 38 Foundation believes in the family unit, and how we believe in the family unit, we hold events that restore, refill, and just relieves all the pressure that we see, hopefully, with the youth. And how do we do that? We have mother and son events, mother and daughter events, father and son events, father and daughters events. So if you want to learn more about the Tyrone Poole Foundation and how you can help, or you want to donate, go to Tyrone Poole 38 Foundation.org. Again, it's Tyrone Poole 38 Foundation.org. Again, we want to say what's happening, what's up to everybody in Las Vegas, 97.9, the city that never sleeps, Magic 97.9, and also all those on Fox, NBC, CBS, sports affiliates, and all those watching and listening on Facebook, YouTube, at AAMP.TV. We hope you're enjoying the show. Now, when I left before I took a break, I'm talking about the P3. Everybody know about the P5 conferences. We also learned a little bit about HBCU. There's a P4, okay? SIAC, CIAA, MEAC, and the SWAC. But did anybody ever think about the P3? Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. Well, you know what? These guys, these companies stand to lose a lot of money if football is not played. So I thought, just my conspiracy theory here, I'm thinking that these big three, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, they are behind pulling strings to make sure that there is a fall and a spring season, because these guys stand to lose a lot of money if there is no football played. So before I left, I was telling you how Under Armour was attempting to get out of a deal with schools like UCLA and Cal. Yes, they were trying to get out of a deal with them because they knew they were going to lose money. So this is what they were trying to say was the reason that they were trying to terminate the deal. The schools were failing to fulfill the contract obligations, and in the case of Cal, sales of out-of-date apparel by a third party. Oh man, they just try to get out of that thing because they know they were losing money. And this is just how much money Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, they are giving to these particular schools. Okay, we're going to talk about the Big Ten, some of the Big Ten, and some of the Pac-12 schools. Under Armour, $280 million Under Armour has with UCLA. That is a 15-year deal. 15-year deal. Nike has a 15-year deal with Michigan, $137.8 million, people. What? I know, right? It made me say what too. Adidas has a 10-year deal with Washington. Guess how much money? You know it's in the millions. $119 million, people. So you see what I mean? Not only the presidents, the school board, the administration are making decisions, but I think the power three, Nike, Under Armour, and Adidas, they're behind the scenes moving the strings, because without football, they stand to lose a lot of money. So again, football will be played. We know that. Football will be played because of money, that almighty dollar. So it's at the center. It's at the center of the gravitational pull. But it's amazing, people, how these companies, how they impact our daily lives. So that's some great information right there. I know you guys love that. So now what I want to do, I want to move on. I'm kind of get away from football a little bit. I'm going to get away from football. Now, I want to talk about dieting. Dieting, that's right. What does dieting has to do with the sports circus, Tyrone? We eat hot dogs, popcorn. We eat the all kinds of stuff. all kinds of stuff. I was about to think of another type of food that you eat at the circus. It was on the tip of my tongue, but I forgot it. But I'm pretty sure you guys are going to the circus. It'll come back to me. But anyways, I want to teach you guys how to eat healthy because everybody wants to be healthy, and staying healthy while on the road is the most challenging part of life because we have busy lives, busy lives. Everybody stopping at fast foods, picking up a burger, picking up fries. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to help you guys learn how to be healthy. Learn how to be healthy because I know every trip you go on, automatically it's just you don't have food to eat, the proper food. You don't have your carrots and your broccoli. You don't have your carrots and your broccoli and drinking your lemon water. So you got to settle for the sodas. You got to settle for the cheeseburger, the pizza. But you know what? I'm going to teach you that you can eat pizza. You can eat that burger and still get the body that you want. You know what? I'm going to show you. Sonar, I know we haven't talked to Sonar yet, but Sonar, can you say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody.
And Sonar has a picture, and I'm going to show you guys because I believe that you have to be a product of your own brand. Now, everybody who's watching, now, those who are listening, you're not going to see this, but those who are watching, you see a picture of yours truly. 2-time Super Bowl champion and American Ninja Warrior. Look at the abs. And you see those 2 shiny things right there? 2 Super Bowl champions. But you know what? That body just didn't happen. That body came from years and years and years and years of learning what to eat, what not to eat, and learning that everything that people tell you is not true. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell everybody what my secret formula is. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. My secret formula is a very easy formula. In order to lose weight, you have to burn more calories than you eat. Okay? You have to burn more calories than you eat. Now, I know that there are a lot of formulas out there for losing weight. A lot of formulas. And a lot of people are probably going to recognize some of these diet plans that I named. How about the Atkins diet? Have you ever heard about that one?
Yes.
How about the Zone diet? The keto diet?
Yes.
How about the vegetarian diet? The vegan diet?
Yes.
How about Weight Watchers diet? South Beach? And I never heard of this one right here. Raw food diet? But these are some of the popular diets that people use. But today, I'm going to give you the Tyrone Poole 752 diet. And again, I call it the 752 diet because it's very simple and it's very beneficial. There are 7 days out of the week, right? 7 days out of the week. 5 days, I'm going to eat as healthy as I can. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 2 days, I'm going to splurge. But I'm not going to splurge back to back. Now, what do I mean by splurge? Splurge means, again, like I said, hot dogs, pizza, Krispy Kreme donuts. How many of you love Krispy Kreme donuts? I love them. Or any type of donuts. I'll go buy the donuts at the supermarket. As long as it got sugar in it, I like it. But if I told you you could eat all that and still get the body that you want, would you believe me?
No.
That's why I'm giving you the 752 diet, okay? Again, you splurge, but this is what you got to do. You got to splurge at the high point of the day. Where a lot of you mess up, you eat late at night. Your body, understand how your body works, people. Your body, it burns energy. That's what it's called basically your metabolism. So when you eat all this food late at night, your body, your metabolism slows down. So that's why I say when you splurge, pizza, hamburgers, soda, you have to do it at the high point of the day. And also, you can't eat the whole burger. That's the other trick. If I get a burger, I just want to eat half of it, or maybe 1/4 of it. That's 25%, for those who don't know. So you can't eat the whole burger. So that's how I maintain the body that those who are watching us on AAMP.TV, those who are streaming us on Facebook and YouTube, you saw what I look like. Now, those who are listening, you're going to have to tune in, subscribe to the Sports Circus, AAMP.TV, so that you can listen and watch at the same time. But for those who are watching, you see right now, you see the abs. Now, you also have to do the right training, because you just can't have a great diet without proper training. You got to know what exercises work, what particular muscles. So if you can learn that, the 752 diet, and what exercises work what particular muscles, I'm telling you, you burn more calories than you take in. Your body will make that transition, and you will get, you will get the body that you want. You will get the body that you want. Now, it does take discipline. It does take discipline, because I know some people, they say, you know what? I just can't eat half of the burger. I can't eat maybe 3 or 4 French fries. Well, if you want to have that body and you want to be a part of this 752 diet, you're going to have to learn that. But I'm here to tell you, people, that it can happen. It can happen. I am living proof. So if you want to learn more about my 752 diet, I'm gonna ask you, do you guys want to learn more about my 752 diet?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Well, what you got to do, go to Tyrone at TyronePool.com. Email me, Tyrone at TyronePool.com. And I'm telling you, I will give you more insight on how this 752 diet actually works. So all this Atkins diet and zone diet, keto diet, vegetarian diet, vegan, Weight Watcher, South Beach, I don't know what the raw food diet is, but I'm telling you, the 752 diet by Tyrone Pool will help you get those abs, lose that weight, and you can live life like we do it here at the Sports Circus, making you laugh every day. So until another great show, another opportunity, this is Tyrone Pool telling everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you again on another episode of the Sports Circus. See you later.
So, you want to be in show business. Do people tell you that you're really funny, you have a great personality, and you should have your own talk show? Many of us have been told that, but we don't know how to get started. It's easier than you think. Let the pros at Cali Vegas give you a free talent evaluation. Call 949-445-1119 and learn how quickly you can create, produce, and host your very own talk show. Imagine not having to sit in traffic every day, commuting back and forth to the same old boring job. Get started in television or radio today with your free talent evaluation from Cali Vegas. Call 949-445-1119 or visit them online at calivegas.com. Make your dream come true today and create your new career and learn how to become a television or radio star with the help of Cali Vegas. 949-445-1119. Call now.